Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so you lot came back to watch me. Sorry, I'm going mad this evening. I'm going mad. So today I'm going to talk about my day-to-day life in there. So I'm just gonna give like a core day of what it was like from morning to night. Loads of people keep messaging me saying what was it like in there, please do a video about what was it like in prison, what you felt and everything. I think I've given quite a bit of insight of how I felt and what I went through when I was in there, and my emotional stability and how I felt. So, you know, I just thought, why not? This is how my day-to-day goes when I was in HMP Holloway. So, in the morning, you wake up, they do a roll count. They do a roll count in the morning, which will be like 5 o'clock in the morning. So they do a roll count where they come to your door and they'll be screaming your name or your surname and basically to tell you to move. So they do that so that they make sure you're not dead. Because some people, to be honest, they kill themselves in the middle of the night. They feel like that's the opportunity to like do what they need to do, and they're in the privacy of their own room. So the officers, the screws, whatever you want to call them, they literally go around and do room checks every morning around 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's that. Then they do changeover. So that was the night staff. So day staff will come and they'll do the same checks, like, I don't know, like an hour later. They do a check. So that'll be like 6 in the morning. So we get unlocked out of our rooms at 7:45 or 8 o'clock. They unlock our doors. We're able to have breakfast, and breakfast is not what you think. Like, there's not like bare food and stuff. Breakfast is literally one of the wing cleaners who, like, you know, or like servers will make toast in the morning and you have it with butter. That's your breakfast. If you have money on your canteen sheet, you can buy your cereal and whatnot and your stuff that if you want to make breakfast with in the morning. But if you haven't got any money, you're having a piece of toast in the morning. It's just like that. Piece of toast. Or they give you a, what is it called again? Oh, what is that called? What that thing called again? No. You see, I'm making a video now, yeah, but what was that thing called, yeah, when we used to get the cereal, the porridge, the tea bag? What was that pack called? Man called it the tea pack. So it was called the tea pack. So in the tea pack you get porridge or cereal, and you'll get sugar, dry, like, you know, powdered milk, and you will get tea bags. That was in the tea pack. So if you had a tea pack, that could be your breakfast every morning. You got one every single day. So that was that. And you start getting ready for free flow. So free flow is, some people call it free flow. Holloway, we called it main movement. Same thing, which basically means that the whole jail moves, in a sense of every unit has their allocated time to come off the unit, so, and to go to where they need to go to. So that was like 8:45, they called main movement. So I was on a landing called D0, which meant it was the enhanced unit. Normally they did it in turns. Some units will go first, sometimes they'll start from I was at the bottom, like the basement, so they'll start from the basement, work their way up, or they'll start from the top, work their way down. Sometimes I was last for main movement, sometimes first, whatever. They tried to mix up when they could. So we would get called to go on main movement. We would go to our allocated places. So if you had education, which some people did, I did, and I had work. So if I had education, I would make my way to the education building. And if I had work, I'll make my way to work. So today's example, I'm gonna say me going to education. So I'll go to education at 9 o'clock, and from 9 till 11:15, 11 o'clock, is it 11 o'clock? Yeah. So from 9 to 11 I'll be in my lesson doing either English, maths, or cookery, or whatever. I enjoy cookery. It's actually one of my favorites in there. So I'll be either or in the library reading books or just socializing. More time I went education to socialize, because bro, my niggas were on different units. They wasn't as behaved as me, but they were on other units, and I wanted to go and chat in it, you know. Don't want to go there and learn. And 11 o'clock now has come, and it's break time. So break time means that you can go out for exercise, but we don't even call it break time, we call it exercise. And it's so dead in there, yeah, like you literally walked around in a circle. They'll have a couple benches here. I swear I'm going to try and get a picture and put it up somewhere. I'm going to actually try my hardest to find a picture of Holloway, like what it was like. Literally, we walked around in circles. So we'll go on main movement. On main movement, it was the big exercise. Big exercise, you get to see bare people, everyone from different units is there. All my studs, I love them to death. They know who they are. And my niggas were all there. So I used to just gel. We literally just used to vibes and have a good time or whatever, just chatting away. What else as well, yeah, everyone used to do was smoke fags. I used to smoke a lot of fags in there, you know. Roll up, you got a roll up, babe. Ugh, horrible. When I think about it, I can't smoke a roll up. It's actually like, I think when I've had smoked a roll up like since I come out, but horrible. After exercise, it'll be like 11:45. 11:45, they'll say back to your units. So everyone will go up one heap of stairs, and everyone will be making their way back to their units until they get to back to their allocated units. Yeah. So once we got to our allocated units, it will be lunchtime. So where I was, like, lunch, you get on your unit, lunch will be served, and it will be a sandwich. Dead up sandwich, yeah. And it's always rubbish. I was always hungry. So I would run straight to my unit, go into my cupboard and get my Indomie noodles or whatever noodles they had, because I ain't gonna lie, Craig, them noodles. And I used to I actually used to try and do my own thing. we had like Ghanaians and Nigerian women there, and they had their what do you call it, their shito, if you know what that is, their shito pepper. So I have my noodles, and from the sandwiches they have these beefs. They used to have beef, and I used to like clean the butter off the beef. I used to put it in the microwave, let that heat up proper, well and hot, chop it and put in my beef noodles, yeah, and I would eat it with the shito. Hey, that thing used to taste fire. I used to eat that every day. I used to order a beef sandwich just because of my noodles. I used to order it on canteen. That was actually how I used to be like, nah, this bangs. And I'm not gonna lie, it banged. If I ate that today, I know for a fact they would be like, huh? What's that? I couldn't eat that today, I ain't gonna lie. If you was on the other units, you would be locked in. So they will lock you in your room until 2 o'clock. So when I used to be up on those levels before I got to the enhanced level, which was D0, I used to be locked up from 12 to 2. That was nap time. So right now I'm still suffering because I still have a nap, and I find it hard to adjust, and I've been out like nearly 2 years and I'm still craving a nap. The whole jail's on lockdown whilst the screws and the officers, whatever, they have their lunch. Then after, it was main movement again. So like we had our morning session, so obviously it's afternoon time, so it's our afternoon session. So it's either, if you had education all day, you go back to education in the afternoon and do a different lesson. If you had education in the morning or work in the afternoon, you will go to work in the afternoon. So like I went to work more times in the afternoon, which was in resettlement. So resettlements where loads of where basically it's where everyone went to go and try and sort out things. It's like going to the job centre. I had to do TSP, which is like a thinking skills program, basically it's about my thinking and how I have to change it, of how I ended up where I ended up. If I thought a bit different, maybe this wouldn't have happened. They make you do all these courses, but they don't actually understand that me being here alone has already told me and already taught me what you did was wrong. But afternoon always seems longer for me than the morning, because the main movement was at 4:30, from 2 o'clock to 4:30. Do you know how long that was? That was long. Even though it felt like, oh, it was only 2.5 hours. Nah, it was long, because once you go somewhere in the prison, you can't move around. You're actually stuck where you are. So call main movement at 4:30, which means that we are going back to our units. That was the more fun time, because it's like the whole jail is moving at the exact same time. So I used to hang around and wait a little bit and wait for my friends and be like, hi guys. One friend, yeah, that I used to wait for all the time, and she's my nigga, she's still my nigga, she's the girl that I called anyway. I used to wait for her all the time because that's my girl. So every single day from the evening time, so it would be dinner time, we will get a piece of sheet that will say what do we want for lunch and what do we want for dinner. So everyone knows what they're having from the day before. So that's just how the how it works really. We all knew what we was having from that the day before. And the kitchen service will dish out the food for us, so everyone will have to line up for food. So it's around 5 o'clock now, bear in mind. So after we've all done all of that, everyone's got their food, everyone goes to their little bits where they eat. I used to go to my friend's room, we'll be sitting in there. They lived in a big dorm, so I'll be sitting in there eating food and just chatting or whatever. And once everyone's finished, then it's association anyway. So from 5 o'clock when we come back to the units, all the way till 6:45 was what was our time that we had outside of ourselves. So basically our day started from 8 in the morning to 7:15. From 7:15, that's it. So our association time, what did we used to do? We used to either play pool, play cards, play like board games, chat. If someone's doing their hair, people are doing eyelashes, eyebrows. There's loads of things going on anyway. Some people are just on the phone chatting. I spoke to my family and my friend, well, my family and my son every day. So I had different people that I would call, depending on my moods, I would call and have a good old conversation with. The dorm was at the bottom of the prison. So we was at the basement. So that's why it was called D0. And in D0, it was cold. I had to invest in a hot water bottle. Listen to me. That hot water bottle, it actually saved my life. I couldn't go to sleep without it. So literally, come now. You can watch TV as well in the association room and everything. Come now, 6:45. They'll scream, rooms, ladies in your rooms, rooms, rooms. Sorry. To your cell. They'll lock you in your cell, and that will be it until the next day. So imagine in the summer, I did what, 5 summers? Did what? 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I say I did three summers. I say I did 3 summers in Holloway, yeah. And I did 3 summers in Holloway. And when I tell you, yeah, you lot know that at 6:45, it's bright outside. Yeah, it's so bright outside. And I'm stuck in my cell. I had some dead curtains that I'll just close it because I just think it needs to be dark. Because I'm in my cell. I used to be so pissed. I used to be like, oh my God, all my friends are enjoying. This is annoying. All my family's living their best life. My son's gone on holiday. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I used to actually think this is dead. Yeah, the windows weren't even proper windows. The windows had these little vent things on it, yeah, that was packed out with dust. Plastic windows, yeah, and the breeze that used to come through it. My room was freezing all the time. We didn't have proper windows at all. You couldn't even, like, literally.
I'll be looking at the windows like a flat surface, just flat. I'm looking at it, and my face will pin up, trying to look up in the sky like this. No, they had me in a cage. No, they actually had me in a cage.
But the blankets were like, what were the blankets? These, oh, luckily if you had money as well, you could buy a duvet. But if you didn't have money, you had some green sheet, you had some orange little blanket thing that had holes in it, yeah. For anyone that's ever been in the penitentiary house, yeah, in Her Majesty's Pleasure, the way they deal with you is actually complete and utter poverty. They don't give a shit. Like, I was cold all the time and I was hungry all the time. Like, that's why I'm so huge. And I'm happy to be the size I am. It means I'm living very well because I was hungry all the time. I used to be like, no, I can't. I need to eat. I felt like my blood sugar was going down. That place was, there was no food. You actually had to have money in there as well. There's thieves. Thieves. Think about it, yeah? Think about the type of people that have gone to jail. Shoplifters, drug addicts, yeah? You leave your room with all your nice things for 20 minutes and go to the shower and no one's in your room. You're coming back, they've stolen something. And no matter what you do, scream and shout on, ah! If no one saw it, they've got away with your things. That's the one thing I used to hate about jail. Like, but luckily on my unit, that's the other units, but on my unit, I was calm. I was, you know, when you have to, we take God tenki, yeah? We take God tenki, yeah? Hey. It was actually hard, like, I just, yeah. But that was our day. So imagine everyone's all out chilling, living their best lives, and I was in my cell like from 6:45, and that's it. 6:45, I'm in my cell. The first program that I'm watching is Hollyoaks. I'm watching my Hollyoaks. I used to watch all them soaps all the time. Yeah, that was actually the core day of like how it was in Holloway. Wanna know? I did have visits. We had in Holloway, they changed it to visits every day, Monday to Sunday, and I think only Tuesdays there wasn't any visits. It was only afternoon visits or something. So if you had a VO, which meant a visiting order, you was only allowed 2 a month. If you were enhanced, you're allowed 3 a month. So that means your friends and family was allowed to come and visit you 3 times a month if you was enhanced. And the visits were an hour long. You got an extra visit, which was a family day where your family could come. I had my families to come and see me. I was really happy. I actually love my family, you know. They did time with me. I'm not gonna lie, they really did their time with me. I love them so much. Last Wednesday of the month, they used to do a thing called staff training. Oh, everyone was in their cell all day. You won't even come out for nothing. That for me was the hardest day. Those were the hardest day, knowing that I had to be in my cell from morning. No, I'm not gonna lie, it's not morning, it's afternoon, from the 2 o'clock all the way till the next day. You don't come out your cell, maybe to get your food and that's it. To get a shower, you'd be lucky to get a shower, and that was literally once every month. So yeah, I don't like that one. So yeah, I actually just remembered, yeah, I remember where one of my friends, my other sisters, like my nigga, came to jail. She came ready, yeah, and she's gonna watch this video and gonna be dying, but she came ready. She came in with weed in her hair. So obviously I've been in there for a couple of years now, whatever. She's gone and come back. She's gone, left. I think she got bail or something, but she's come back. So when did she come and go back? I can't remember, but anyway, she come ready this time. She came with weed in her hair. Listen to me. She's like, oh, Ash, I got weed. Do you want some? I was like, yeah, why not? So when took some, built it. So I'm in my cell, yeah, and obviously I'm in a situation where like you will get, if they found out that I smoked weed, yeah, and I'm on the unit, I would have gone straight to the segregation, which means I'm in a room by myself with no TV. All the furniture is stuck onto the floor. There's nothing, no, like, you know, it's not comfortable. You just get one sheet, you go to sleep. There's no TV, no radio, like it's just dead. And they'll probably give you one book to read, and you'll be there for 23 hours a day. Literally, you can only come out to have a shower, and you go and exercise for 20 minutes or something, and that's it. And you're allowed 1 phone call a day. Listen to me, yeah? I said, okay, nah. I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, it's been ages, and I was like, I need some ganja. I need some ganja in my system. I want smoke, small. You know? So I was saying to myself, fuck it. So I built it with me in my bedrooms. We built it, and when I say I was gone, I was so high I couldn't even function. Listen, my eyes, see when I get high, yeah, my eyes go like this, basically non-existent. I was so frass. Then I started moving paro. I've actually been moving paro. I'm like, oh my god, it smells like weed. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I've sprayed, I've used incense sticks, covered my room, padded it up, just trying to make it like they can't smell anything. Then I'm locked in my room. Obviously the day's ended now, yeah. So I'm locked in my room. Why is the off screw saying, it smells like weed? I swear to God, I shit myself. I swear to God. I was like, yeah, this is it. I was thinking they're going to piss test me tomorrow. They do a urine test, which means like they will test you to see if you're using any illegal drugs whilst you've been in prison, and they do it randomly. So you never know when they come for you. They'll come for you at 6 in the morning, or they'll come for you in the evening. They'll come for you at any given time, wherever you are. Like, you can't even prepare yourself to be like, I can go quickly and piss, or ask someone to use their piss that you know they don't take drugs. Can't even do that. Like, I was so shook. But yeah, that's all I just wanted to say quickly before we can go on, so we can move on again. And yeah, that was basically my 4.5 years in there. That's how I lived in there, literally. So I just want to say thank you for watching. Just a quick video just to let you know what it was like in there. I've got another video coming up for you guys very soon. I love you all. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. I really want y'all to subscribe. And yeah, so thanks for watching.